Hi, welcome to Luminous Path Divination. I'm Gwen Devitt, card reader and intuitive. I'd like to share with you a little about what fascinates me about Tarot. You may know that Tarot has a structure, and once the structure and the symbols are learned, that a tarot reader could generally go from deck to deck and conduct a reading. Now, this is what fascinates me about the decks. I've interviewed probably dozens of them, and I am constantly amazed by the artwork that the creators are coming up with, especially in these last few years of artwork that's just so different and yet stays true to the symbology of the tarot. So my goal in this video is to introduce you to a few cards from 6 decks so that you can see what fascinates me. The first deck I ever owned is Gaian Tarot by Joanna Powell Colbert. It took Joanna 9 years to make this deck. She hand painted each of the cards and did a beautiful job. I'm a bit out of order here. I wanted to show the Fool first. Here we see a young woman setting off on a journey, lightly packed, just excited and delighted to be having a new adventure. The Star card is one of my favorite of all times. I love the grace and serenity of it, the sense of hope and peace and beauty. And Joanna's Death card also is very appealing to me. It has such an earthy symbology of beginnings and endings, and it's so very, very gentle. On a completely different note, we move to the Wizard's Tarot by Pamela Steele. Pamela created this deck because one of her granddaughters asked her to, and so she set to work making a deck that was child-friendly. We have lots of dragons. Here we have the Fool, vibrant colors. It's fun. You still get the sense of adventure and light baggage. And the Star, still a feeling of serenity and hope, and it's just such a cute card, don't you think? Now, I really like this deck too. The Everyday Enchantment by Poppy Palin. She does very colorful artwork that's represents scenes you might see in everyday life. So here we have the Fool, a young man who's thinking, you know, there's more out of life than this, and I'm going to go and have an adventure. He's taking very little with him. His spirits are high, and off he goes. This Death card is really beautiful. As the grandmother is explaining to her granddaughter about the cycles of life and transformation, and telling her that they'll always be connected, that life is eternal. There's nothing to worry about. Now this Star card, you can see, is very different from Joanna's Star card, yet in it still there's the a feeling of hope and also serenity. This young woman knows she is where she's meant to be, and she's helping people. It's her service. So, I'm a dog lover, and this Magical Dogs Tarot by Mickey Mueller was such a delight to me. Her husband did the artwork, and it's amazed me constantly how the expressions and body language of the dogs in this deck truly symbolize the meaning of each card. Here we have the Fool, little Cairn Terrier setting off. You can just feel her saying, I am going. No one can stop me from taking this adventure. I'm off to find something new, and I think it's going to be fun. Won't you come along with me? The Star. We have a Basenji looking at the reflection of the dog star in the Nile River. There's still feeling of hope and serenity here. And this death card made me shiver when I saw it. You know, see the transformation of spirit, and it gave me such a feeling when I saw this card of eternal life, of potential that exists always. The Spirit Within Tarot was a revelation for me, and the revelation is that artwork that's simple and basically silhouettes and a subtle coloring can be so evocative. Here we have the Fool setting off on his journey. Just look at the exuberance here and the feeling of potential, of excitement and joy, lightheartedness. From this deck, I chose the Hanged Man instead of the Death card because I really, really like this card. It has a feeling of chrysalis to me, of metamorphosis. It's a time apart, time for reflection and inner growth, time for connecting deeply with yourself, of not rushing ahead, of waiting until the time is right, till the heart knows. And here's Stephen's representative of the star. I feel as if this young woman is wishing on a star. She's hoping that her dreams will come true. The bird is a messenger, whispering in her ear that all is well, you are loved. And the last deck I want to talk about is the Star Child Tarot. It's gorgeous, and once again the artwork in it is very different. It's very feminine looking, muted shades of purples, pinks, and blues. I actually purchased this deck because when I saw the images online, they reminded me of several recurring dreams that I've been having throughout my life, and I thought, oh, I'm sure this deck has something to say to me. So Daniel Noel, who created the deck, illustrated and wrote the book, has renamed the Fool Starseed, and I just would like to quote her here because I really can't say it better. Starseed is the inner spark of your being that journeys throughout the many lifetimes, forms, and worlds of your story. It's a divine energy that gives you strength and foresight to go your own way along a new uncharted path. When you connect with this part of yourself, the serendipitous moments seem to continuously unfold around you. Magic is present in your life. It's your own internal compass that directs you toward your dreams and inner light. That's the end of the quote. It's so beautiful. And in the Star Child Tarot, there is no death card. The transformation card takes its place. And I see that the artwork here really emphasizes spiritual growth and metamorphosis, and there's just such a feeling of spiritual growth and transformation, of lifting your vibration and your frequency, of becoming something bigger than you ever thought you could be. And the Star Child Tarot has an additional card in the Major Arcana. It's called the Akashic. Now, I personally believe that every card in the Oracle decks and the Tarot decks are a key to open and read the Akashic records. But to actually receive the Akashic card in a reading is a reminder that endlessly vast potential is available to you. And what could be better than that? Just spectacular. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I plan to make more. And please connect with me if you like my vibe, if you'd like a reading from me. My email is luminouspathddivination@outlook.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I really look forward to meeting you and being of service, and love and blessings and light to everyone.